Hey yo, what's up people? Back again to another video. So basically, hope you're having a good time. Back again to another it's another bingo. So today we'll be talking about the billionaire architecture. What is the billionaire architecture? Some people got there by luck, and me and you, knowing very well that we are one of the unluckiest people on this planet, we have to engineer our way to the top. But I think it is quite fair, because we already were gifted by something that I think it is much more equivalent, if not surpassing, the luck itself. We have a better understanding of the world than other people. And that is not a good thing, because it creates outcasts. It creates outliers. These outliers are not something special. Maybe they have superpowers, or maybe they are able to do certain things. It is because it is just that their perspective of the world and the way they perceive it, they are not able to fit into the normal script, the normal program. So they have to engineer their way into the positions they like to have. These are the people who are called the main characters of the plot. I know it pains you that you are one of the lucky people. But today's video, I'm going to teach you how to engineer that. I know you have heard that work hard and you'll be lucky, work smart and you'll be lucky. True. You'll be lucky. You'll become a millionaire. That is something big. That won't change the world. What are you gonna do? That is not gonna help you to buy even the moon. So basically, you have to listen to what I'm going to tell you. The first thing you have to learn about the billionaire architecture is that it is the only way we as outliers are going to make it to the top. And if we don't engineer our way to the top, we will never get there, and we will die poor, and we will die as slaves. Smart people have appeared and walked on this planet, but what did they come up with? What did they end up with? Nothing. They're not rewarded. So what you have to do, because you know that morals, they are just abstracts, ethics are just abstracts, everything is just an abstract. To that point, then you are well set off to handle the world. And what I want to tell you is that you are the informed pessimist. You already know that the world is chaos. There's a lot of the chaos in the world, and you look behind and you say, you know what? That is not the life I'm going to live. I want this one. And getting to this one, there is no structure that is going to get you there. Most people would have been there if there was a structure, because they know how to follow the rules. The reason you're here, because you don't know how to follow the rules. You don't want to follow the script. And the people who are there where you want to be, they got there by luck, most of them. Now you know that you're not lucky. How are you going to engineer your way to that position? That is what we are going to talk about today. And I hope that you are prepared, and I hope your teachability index is 70% and above in order to get this concept I'm going to tell you. These are the principles, the fundamentals that we need in order to position ourselves in this flow of money, in this flow of wealth. There is unlimited amount of money in the world, trillions, more than $100 trillion, and they continue on printing money into the economy. So Slaving away your entire life, working and chasing for money, that is not the better option. I have a better one. $1 billion. Stay tuned, put on your seatbelt, be safe as we continue on. Take a cup of water if you want something. Look for a piece of paper where you can write this down, because this is going to be very useful. I have a pen. Oh, you need a pen. You don't have a pen. This pen, it will make you a billionaire on a yacht. Too bad I'm not selling it today. Just kidding. So, during this process of becoming a billionaire, you have to learn the architecture. Architecture is the way and the structure and the plan, the blueprint you are going to follow until you get there. Make a goal. Write your goal down. You want to become a billionaire? No. Be more specific. Maybe 200 billion, 300 billion. No, that is too low. Maybe 500, 700, or 1 trillion. Make your goal as big. Times it times 100. The reason I'm telling you that is because when you aim for the moon and you miss, you're going to fall among the stars. They also shine in the vast darkness. You already understand the concept already. I know you're a smart person, that is why you're here. Most people will never watch my content because they will never understand what I'm talking about. We are here for the future. And the people who are here for the future, see you out there. So, the architecture goes like this. The first thing you have to learn is you have to own everything that is happening into your life. Whether you are a street child, whether you're an orphan, whether you are an employee, whether you're running a business, whether you're failing in school, whether you don't give away your power, own everything. Own yourself, everything. Your mistakes, problems, successes, failures, everything is your fault. In this way, you can be accountable for everything that is happening in your life. You never give away your power, so that you can see where the problem is and solve it. And that will teach you discipline and problem solving. That is the only reason. It is good because you are smart. I know that you have read about the Prince, Machiavelli, the Prince, 48 Laws of Power, and you understand how to maneuver the system. But when that is okay when you are dealing with other people and outside systems. But when you are dealing with yourself, never blame other people. Take responsibility. Learn to solve your own problems so that you will be able to solve other people's problems. The second thing is value creation. Value creation. And I want to add something on top of that. Value creation obsession. I want obsession. I need obsession from you. You should be obsessed with what you do. Be a mad person. Let them say that you have gone mad. Let them say that you have gone wrong. They won't understand. People will never understand you. And why do you expect people to understand you? Do you love everyone you have ever met in your life? If not, why do you expect people to love you? Have higher standards. Have higher standards. Be obsessed with what you do. And be obsessed with your goal. Your net worth, it is equals to the size and the size of the problems multiplied by the number of people you solve those problems for. That is your net worth. I'm going to talk about network later on, but network is something else and net worth is something else, and they are the same thing interlinked, but they don't share the same attributes. I will repeat again if you didn't write it down. Net worth is equal to the size of the problems multiplied by the number of the people you solve them for. The third thing you should have on the list, please be writing this down or scroll. This content is going to help you if you are not willing to put in work, get obsessed with this. This is the only way you are going to get there. Or you are going to end up living a mediocre life. I'm telling you. Asymmetric thinking. Asymmetric thinking means you take a small risk. Don't listen to these people on YouTube, on these entrepreneurs telling you to take risks. These people are one of the outliers, I'm telling you, who got lucky. Listen to me. Asymmetric thinking. Never do something which you know is risky, and don't take a ratio which is 1-on-1. The ratios the profit and loss ratios, they must never be the same. The profit has to be 100 times and the downside has to be less than 2x. Do you understand? Or 1x. Always take risks where you know you're going to benefit more than what you're going to lose. And this will tie back to job. Being employed, you will be working one-on-one with your time. So how much money you can compound at the end of the day, it is going to be capped somewhere, because you have a limited amount of time to work. You have 24 hours in a day to work. Maybe you take 8 hours to sleep, then you have 16 hours to work on the job, maybe 12 hours to work on the corporate, and 4 hours to work on your projects and your children and family. So you see, time is very limited. So you should never equate your time with money. That's what I'm saying. Asymmetric thinking. Always take opportunities where the upside is more than the downside. Number 4, speed of execution. We are in 2026. Ideas are everywhere. AI is spitting out information. AI is spitting everything. So, when you try to look at the system, why are lawyers being paid? Because of knowledge scarcity. Not everyone knows the law. That is why lawyers exist. But in this age of AI, then it is going down to 0. So you have to understand that having an idea doesn't pass anymore. Execution is. Ideas are worth 0 at the moment. And they're continuing on. Maybe 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030. So execution is everything. Execution is everything. And fast execution, speed. And don't be scared to fail, because you have nothing to lose. Fail, learn from the failure. Fail again, and fail forward. Am I making sense? Hope everyone is catching up. Let me give you some space so that you can breathe, so we can continue. Number 5. Comfort with being hated and misunderstood. Being comfortable with being hated and misunderstood. Before we continue on, I'd like to simplify this. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Your friends won't understand you, your family will worry about you, and isolation will be the price of your ambition at this level. If you expect to be an exceptional being, why do you care? Why do you have to listen to the opinions of people who are living a normal life? People who are living a mediocre life are going to see you as abnormal, or maybe you're weird in a certain way, because they are not exceptional, they're just normal. It is something which is different to them. It is something different. And you have to be indifferent to this kind of feeling, because these are the same people you're going to make products for. These are the same people you're going to pitch it and sell the product to. So being different to them but learn that you are going to get misunderstood and your family is going to worry about you so much. And isolation, you will have to pay for that. The last point, but not the least, probabilistic thinking. Probabilistic thinking. What do I mean by probabilistic thinking? We are not lucky. We are not lucky. God didn't love us really to put us in better families, maybe to place us somewhere much better, or maybe to give us that spark of becoming an outlier naturally. So we have to work for it. And lucky, that is where I'm going to bring on the 2 points that I said earlier, that when you work very, 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 very hard, you are going to be automatically to be more lucky than a person who works less time. Let's say you produce a product twice a week, yeah. So in a month, those are 8 products you have to test in the market. And if you only produce 1 product in a month, then you have 1 product to deal with. And it is not going to give you that enough information in order to plot out where the problem was and try to make an improvement and correctify the mistakes. So, take a lot of shots as possible. Life is risky. Hakuna mtu atatoka hii maisha akiwa uhai. So, everything is risky. Take a lot of shots. And since you are too young, you don't have so much to lose. I don't think you have so much to lose. Maybe call about a dedication. But you don't have enough to lose. So, basically, you have to take a lot of shots. Make calls, calling, DM, emails. Try to contact these people who are much higher than you. Try to see if you can get an opportunity. Maybe you can build a network. I'll conclude by saying that wealth is equals to value created multiplied by the skill, multiplied by the leverage, multiplied by the ownership. Repeat again. Okay. Wealth is value created, the skill, multiplied by leverage, multiplied by ownership. What do I mean by value created? Value created, you see, when you're selling a product, you ain't selling that product because it has features. You are selling that product because it solves a pain. It saves time. It solves a pain and it saves time. That is the value created. And the value created must be measured on how painful that pain is. Should we listen to that?
Let us sacrifice our today so that our children can have a better tomorrow. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. The fears are paper tigers. You can do anything you decide to do. You can act to change and control your life. And the process is its own reward. Do not mind anything that anyone tells you about anyone else. Judge everyone and everything for yourself. Learning never exhausts the mind. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. It comes from experience, and a lot of that comes from bad judgment. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. It is far better to be alone than to be in bad company. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. permanence, perseverance, and persistence in spite of all obstacles, discouragements, and impossibilities. It is this that in all things distinguishes a strong soul from the weak. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Ever tried, ever failed? No matter. Try again, fail again, fail better. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The realist adjusts the sails. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?
Value creation. Value creation.
What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality.
Mentality. Mindset.
Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant.
Cause and effect. Cause and effect, I'm telling you. Learn everything.
When one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one that has been opened for us.
Probabilistic thinking and
Honesty
asymmetric thinking.
is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world.
You can start and be an entrepreneur right now in the
Go
moment.
confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. Always remember that you are absolutely unique, just like everyone else.
Comfort being
The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing.
speed of execution. Ideas without execution. So it is over. That is my alarm. It is symbolizing that it is let me put on my watch. It is 3 in the afternoon. Whoa, it is 3 in the afternoon on Sunday. So basically what I was